I did a whole like rant and I realized my mic was not recording, so we have to do this again. I'm sorry, yeah, these next two vlogs are kind of very unorganized, disorganized. It's because I've had a hectic week, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just be honest with you guys. It's been a very hectic last 2 weeks. Yeah, and you can clearly see I'm still in the same clothes as my previous vlogs, Talking Head, because I am recording both Talking Heads on the same day. But I'm gonna get right into it. I'm not even gonna from last week's vlog, just a quick recap. Starting from last week Friday going on, I started studying for my midterms because I have 2 midterms this week. I have 2 midterms from 2 different subjects, and they're pretty large chunks of my grades, so it was a lot of pressure this week. So I tried to do as much vlogging as possible, but one thing about me, I'm gonna prioritize the things I need to do. This is still important to me, but this comes first. I'm not gonna lie. So Monday, we had an assignment due that I did the week prior. I think I did it on the weekend. I can't remember. But I also had a lab on Monday that I had to go to. We went and did that lab. We did some machining of some parts. I think I have some clips of that. But that's literally all the clips that I have of this week. I'm sorry. It was just that Monday. From Friday last week until this week, Wednesday, all I was doing was literally studying. I didn't go to the gym. Like, my routine was fuck all. Didn't go to the gym. Didn't do anything. It was literally wake up, study, do assignments. And mind you, while I'm doing all of this, the EOS is still running in the background. That fuck ass project that I really hate. I'm sorry. I will never love that project. I can't wait for this. I really can't wait for this to be over. Is this recording? I hope this camera is recording. I can't really tell. Yeah, the EOS is running in the background while I'm working on these 2 midterms, lab reports, and project proposal all at the same time. So I really needed to lock in. Tuesday, basically same thing. Studying. Wednesday, studying. Now Thursday, this is the day. This is the D-Day. You feel me? I had my first midterm early 8 a.m. It was from 8 a.m. 8:50, but I think the prof gave us extra time because he saw a bunch of people struggling with this midterm. I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of scared about my results for these 2 midterms. They are a big chunk of my grade. It's very hard starting for 2 that are on the same day. Like, it's hard for my brain to compartmentalize. So long to get that in the first take of this Talking Head, but it was so hard for me to compartmentalize each subject in my brain. I'd rather have 2 midterms back to back or quizzes back to back, because then I have a whole 6 or 12 hours to reset my brain to the other subject. Yeah, it just gives me a bit of like breathing period for my brain to reset. But having both subjects on the same day is actually like one of the hardest things about uni, I feel like. And even trying to study for 2 subjects, 2 different, mind you, subjects simultaneously, quizzing on the same day was atrocious. Nonetheless, we got to school 8 a.m. We did our first quiz. I think I did enough. I don't even want to say I did good. I hope I did good, you know what I'm saying? But I think I did enough. It wasn't as bad as what some of the other people were telling me, like, and time was a thing for this midterm. Like, a lot of people left a whole question out. I'm just praying for the curve, as we all said. I'm really praying for that curve. And it's a pretty hard subject, and that's all I'm gonna say, to be honest. It's a pretty hard subject. A lot of us were struggling, not just myself, and I think I did enough to at least beat the class average. That's the only thing about my degree that matters, is that as long as you beat the class average, you're good. You know what I'm saying? Don't even worry about what the outline says, as long as you beat the class average. And that's what I'm praying for. As Hunger Games as that sounds, like, you have to beat the person next to you. That's the only way for you to survive in this degree. And I cannot wait for graduation day. Say everything that I need to say about, number 1, the school, profs. I already talked shit about the profs, but fully express what this degree has done mentally, the shit that I had to go through. But anyway, side note, we did the midterm 1, and then we had a lab scheduled straight after. Once I did my lab, really didn't have to collect any data or anything. We just had to watch as they talked us through a bunch of like stuff. After the lab, I had like an hour between my next midterm and my lab. So I found a little note, rested for a bit because I was not going to start studying again. And then when I had 30 minutes left of my so-called break, that's when I went through my slides again, just so I could get into the right headspace for my second midterm. Did my second midterm, and that's the one that I'm more worried the most. Even though my first one was harder, my second midterm, that class, you never know. And I'm just praying again I beat the class average, or at least I pass, you know. It's reached a point where I don't care about the A's or B's. I'm fine with a C. Just give me the grade that I need to get this degree at this point. Like, I see the finish line at the end. I don't give a fuck. That all goes down. Come back home. I did not want to do anything but just chill. Like, I chilled the whole day after my midterm. Didn't even make any food. I had like frozen chicken that I made that I took out and put in the oven, and that's all I ate. Dead ass. Did not have any sides, just chicken and water. I was so fucking exhausted. This week was actually so draining. Friday now, mind you, I skipped a part. On Tuesday, I went to school to talk to the prof about the proposal that I'm supposed to turn in on Friday. I go to school, I talk to him about the proposal. He's like, okay, yeah, this design project, we have to basically choose a design that we have to like either optimize or make a new design to solve some problem. And then we're supposed to send in a proposal of our final project, which is that design. But he said, first come talk to me so I can approve this before you send the email, so you don't send me the email and then I'm like, oh, you can't do this project because it's not approved. Fair. Come on Tuesday, and I talked to him. I'm like, this is the project me and my partner want to do, blah blah blah. What do you think about this? He's like, oh yeah, it doesn't need to be a very complicated design, but the analysis is what matters, because this class is all about analysis. So as long as I include 3 different types of analysis, I should be fine. He's like, yeah. Then again, this professor, like, I don't even know how to explain. Like, he can't really understand what the fuck he's saying, bro. Like, he be on some straight bullshit. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, comes Friday, yesterday, right? I sent this guy the proposal just for him to email me to come see him. I'm like, whoa. I did come see you on Tuesday, and you told me this was fine. So what are you talking about come see you on Tuesday? I already came and talked to you on Tuesday. He sends me another email. Oh, I don't think this is worth 20%, because basically his whole reason for us sending the proposal is for him to determine if it's worth 20%, like the project that we'll do is worth 20% of our grade. I see kids playing outside with the snow, bro. Oh my god, bro, to be a kid again. And now I'm starting to understand why parents tell us as a kid, don't grow up too fast, because this is the bullshit that you have to face in the real world. Is I came to talk to you on Tuesday about the project. You told me the necessary things that I needed to do for it to be acceptable. Why the hell are you sending an email telling me it's unacceptable? I even told them in the email, I'm like, bro, you told me in class to include more than 2 analysis to make it complicated enough for you to accept the project. The design doesn't need to be complicated. Even though our design is kind of complicated, mind you, I still made it somewhat complicated because I know how these profs are at this point, bro. I've been doing this degree for 4 years. I know how these profs are moving right now. He had the audacity to tell me that it's not worth the 20%. What the fuck are you talking about? He did extend the proposal due date. It was supposed to be this Friday. We're supposed to email him, which I did because I'm a good student, you get me, even though I don't be going to class, you know what I'm saying? I still hit them due dates. He has the audacity to tell me that it's not worth the 20%. Then what the fuck are you talking about? So I email him in the most professional way possible, asking him, okay, then what do you want us to do at this point? Because I did come talk to you on Tuesday, and now you're telling me it's not worth the 20%. All you told me is just to increase the amount of analysis, which is what I did in the proposal. We're doing 3 types of analysis, not just 2, which is required in the project. It says in the project you only have to do 2. I'm doing 3. So what the hell are you talking about? No answer. No answer from the prof. The plan right now is to go to school on Monday and literally just ask this prof, like, what the fuck are you talking about, in the most respectable way I can find. What do you mean, bro? Like, actually, what do you mean? I feel like some of these profs just be having some bullshit that they gotta go through in their life, because I know being a prof is not easy, bro. You have to deal with these fuck ass students who don't give a shit about your course, who don't show up even though you make these slides overnight probably. And that's why I feel a lot of them are salty about attendance, is because they be making these bullshit slides, number one, that have no fucking, like, they're not good either way. So that's why I'm not coming to class. Your slides are made the night prior, or you've been recycling the same slides for the last 6 years. They're bullshit. That's why students don't come to your that's another thing in its own. And they just be taking their anger out on any student that they find, to be honest. Because this is the same prof who in our first midterm got salty because he realized the class is way fuller than it actually is on a daily like regular lecture. A bunch of people came because obviously it's a midterm, you have to come for your grade, so the class was full, and this nigga got salty. And because he got salty, he marked us so harshly on the first midterm because he noticed that people are not coming to his lectures. My nigga, You're getting paid already. It's more hurtful for us because we're paying for classes that we're not even attending. You're getting paid regardless. Just come, do your bullshit slides, give the assignments, give the labs, tell us what we need to do to get our grade. We will do it. That's it. That's the only level of exchange we need to do. I don't need to make you feel happy about nothing, bruv. There's gonna be a lot of editing, I can tell, for this vlog because I've said a bunch of shit that I don't need to say that I'm probably gonna cut out, but I'm just gonna summarize this in general. There's a lot of bullshit that you're gonna deal with in life that's gonna take a lot of patience and control. I don't even know what to say. Just this is all I'm gonna say. Just practice patience and control of your emotions, especially as young men of today. That is something that is very much needed. Patience and control over your emotions. This week really taught me. I had so many points I could have crashed out. I'm not gonna lie. The profs, fucking group members that I'm like, there's a lot of things I could have crashed out about. But I realized that this is all for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to shut the fuck up, hunker down, do what needs to get done, and then later vent it out once everything is finished. I was just internalizing everything this week. Just okay, I need to do this again. Okay, this didn't work. Okay, oh, the EOS needs to do. Okay, just internalizing everything. That is a skill that a lot of us need to master. Yes, life does throw some curveballs. I don't even know. Fuck this. I don't even have any motivational shit today. I just know I was tired. I had a lot of shit to do this week, and that's why the vlog is late and why I don't have that many clips. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat shit today. But yeah, hope you enjoyed these last 2 mediocre vlogs. We will be going back to our scheduled vlogs next week because we do have a midterm next week, but it's at the end of the week and we don't have that many assignments and bullshit that we have to worry about. As of yet, I still don't know. Maybe it's even worse next week. You never know. Yeah, I'll see you next week. Hopefully everything comes on time.